G'day everyone, how you going? Just thought we'd do another bit of a little tips and tricks for caravanners. Don't care whether you're on the road full time or once a year, but there's a couple of things, maintenance things that we need to do, and one of them is keeping a check on our hot water system to make sure that it's not the hot water tank's not going to rust away. So depending on the brand of your hot water system in your van, it's either going to have a steel tank or a stainless steel tank. Now, if you've got a cover on your hot water service that looks like, all right, one of them, there's the hot water system in there. That's a Swift hot water system, and it has a stainless steel tank. So theoretically, you don't need to do any maintenance. If you've got any other sort of hot water system that might have a steel tank, you need to keep an eye on these, which is an anode. So the purpose of this is it sits in the bottom of the hot water tank, and you want this to corrode away. I can't remember what sort of metal it is. It might be aluminium, it might be something else, I don't know. But you want this to corrode away rather than your steel water tank. So hot water systems have an anode in them. If you've got a steel tank, they should be replaced about every 6 months. If you've got a stainless steel tank like ours, which is a Swift, so one of those covers, they say that they shouldn't need normal wear. However, if you're using bore water a bit through northern Queensland or the Northern Territory or the top of WA, then it's worthwhile keeping an eye on the anode because they will corrode. So while we're in Darwin at the moment, and how's this, we're in the end of June and it's about 33 degrees. It's absolutely sensational. While we're in Darwin, and there's a really good caravan parts shop, so I've got a couple of things just as spares and all that, and I thought I'll get an anode for ours because we do get onto bore water a little bit, and I'll pull the old one out and see if it needs replacing. So I bought this one the other day. It was $52. It's for a Swift hot water system. And I've just pulled the old one out, and this is it here. So you can see some corrosion on it, but it's certainly not enough to throw it away and put the new one in. So still plenty of metal on there. There's a few bits of corrosion, but I've seen photos of anodes out of steel hot water tanks, and there is basically no metal left whatsoever. So I'm going to put this one back in. I've given it a bit of a touch up with some sandpaper and that. I'm going to put this one back in because I reckon it's pretty good, and I'm going to keep this one as a spare for maybe 2 or 3 years down the track. The van's now getting on towards 5 years old, so this anode's been in there for 5 years, and as you know, we've been on the road full time for about a bit over 2. So I'm happy to put this one back in. It's still got a lot of metal on it, and I'll keep this one as a spare. It's pretty simple to do. All you've got, I'll just turn the camera, you've got is the anode. So the anode on the Swift goes in there. That's the cold water inlet. It's got a fitting that screws in there. The cold water inlet is a press fit into there. You put the gas line back on because that's in the way when you're trying to take this out, and that's it. It's pretty simple. So got a steel tank, check your anode, otherwise your tank's going to rust out and you're going to end up with water everywhere, and you know, you got to replace the tank. If you've got one Swift, theoretically, but you know, if your van's getting 3, 4, 5 years old, it's worthwhile having a look, and just for peace of mind. So there you go. We're in sunny Darwin. It's the 29th of June, 33 degrees today, and we're just loving it. It's so good. So anyway, we'll talk to you down the track. Stay safe. I hope that might have helped you out a little bit. See ya.